He called me earlier. It's like, yo, when you spar, I'm gonna come to the gym. I'm like, I'm gonna spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was gonna pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything. His advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he says. So a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate them. I'm just trying to keep pushing and keep getting better and better.
The most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
From the moment Shakur Stevenson talked about Floyd Mayweather Jr. showing up to his sparring session unannounced, the tone of this matchup changed. There was no hype in his voice, no attempt to oversell the moment. It came across as something deeper, almost casual in delivery, but heavy in meaning. Floyd calling early in the day, asking when sparring starts, actually pulling up when most people would have assumed it was just talk. That detail matters.
Oh, it was so amazing. But now I'm kind of so used to like, yes, it feels so normal. Like, honestly, that's why me and like Floyd is so like close now, because it's like I'm a genuine person, and he don't like he like genuine people around. So,
do you think he sees a lot of you in himself?
Yeah, he do. I know he do. But like I said, I feel as though I appreciate them guys. I appreciate them. I really don't even look at them like how everybody else look at them. I look at them
friends.
Yeah, like it's like cool people.
When Floyd Mayweather Jr. was asked directly about the lightweight landscape, he didn't dance around it. He acknowledged how stacked the 130 to 140 range is, but when it came down to pure skill at 135, he named Shakur Stevenson without hesitation. He made it clear that skills pay the bills, and power is not the deciding factor people think it is. He referenced Pernell Whitaker, someone who never relied on knockouts but dominated through positioning, defense, and mental control.
When you think about the fighters who are fighting now, can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? The lightweight, who you would put where?
Well, you got guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
The most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
And what is it about him? Because I know he have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got.
What makes the Floyd and Shakur dynamic interesting is how normal Shakur described it. He didn't speak like a student starstruck by a legend. He spoke like someone who sees Floyd as a genuine person, who values authenticity. Shakur said Floyd likes being around real people, and that their closeness comes from that shared energy. He even mentioned how Floyd arrived at the gym quietly with only a couple of people, not an entourage, comfortable and focused.
What's the sort of last couple from me? What's the sort of best bit of advice he's given? You've obviously got so many people you can call on. You're in a very fortunate position like that. You've got a strong team. What's the sort of best bit of advice he's given you in this game?
A lot of advice he would give me is like boxing related, and he always wanted to show me like little tricks and little things that I could take with me. And that's why I fuck with Floyd heavy, because a lot of people be hating on him, but they don't understand he really like a real dude. And it's even crazier. A lot of people be seeing him like when he around, he come with like 15, 16 people. I swear he had to be at the gym with like 2 or 3 people. 2 or 3 people chilling. It was a normal vibe for him. It was regular. He was comfortable, and I think that side of Floyd, I think that's the
Floyd is an amazing fighter. He's going to have a great career. Crazy skills, good boxing ability, and I will always be proud of him, always. That's why, even like Shakur, I had a chance to train him the other day.
That calm is exactly why Jamaine Ortiz's reaction carries weight. Ortiz isn't speaking as an analyst guessing from tape. He shared rounds with Teofimo Lopez. He felt the timing, the power, the rhythm firsthand. When Ortiz says he leans toward Shakur Stevenson winning, it's not dismissive or disrespectful, it's matter of fact. He pointed out that cutting off the ring sounds good in theory, but doing it against someone like Shakur is an entirely different exam.
Or have the winner of the two, so I mean, who do you think wins that fight? I mean, do you think Shakur will be able to?
I think Shakur would win. Yeah. We know Shakur's a great boxer, and we just seen what I did to Teofimo, so I think Shakur will be able to box him out.
Ortiz also dropped one of the most telling reactions when asked if anything about Teofimo surprised him during their fight. His answer was no. Everything he saw, he already expected. Training camp prepared him fully. That's not trash talk. That's one of the most dangerous compliments in boxing. No surprises means no fear. It suggests Teofimo, at his best, still operates within a recognizable framework.
Hopefully during training camp they learn how to cut off the ring. We'll see. You know, I think I don't. It's gonna be hard for Teofimo to get in some punches off on Shakur, but we'll see.
I guess asking you, being in the ring with Teofimo, was there anything that surprised you with him in terms of not the success you had, but like, was there anything you thought would be harder or anything that he did that you didn't expect?
No, everything, training camp went so well for that fight that everything I seen, I already expected and seen it coming.
Then the conversation swerved sharply when Greg Hackett entered the picture. Where Ortiz brought calm logic, Hackett brought urgency and threat. His reaction wasn't built on subtlety. He spoke about chaos as a necessity, not a risk. He argued that Teofimo Lopez cannot afford to fight Shakur Stevenson the way he's fought anyone else. According to Hackett, this isn't about loading up on single shots or hoping power bails you out. It's about relentless volume, smaller steps, inching forward, disrupting rhythm, and forcing scrambles.
I feel like Shakur for the dub. I like Shakur for the dub because he knows how to win. Like, he knows how to win. You know what I'm saying? And he's always prepared to win. So, and I think Shakur respects Teo to the point where he's gonna train like he's never trained before. Because this is a great fight for him. This is probably the best fight of his career up to date. Even though he's been in some great fights, this is probably the best opponent.
Another reaction that sharpened the conversation came from analysts who framed the fight around timing rather than skill. The idea that early Teofimo is dangerous while late Teofimo becomes questionable isn't criticism, it's observation. The first 7 or 8 rounds are where his explosiveness, athleticism, and confidence peak. After that, if the fight hasn't tilted his way, momentum starts leaking.
Like if I'm Teofimo, the reason I took that fight is because I say, if I can get in the same positions or I can get to those spots where I can hit Shakur clean, can Teofimo hurt Shakur with one shot? Can he hurt him clean? He hasn't been a killer, as much of a killer at 140, and after Kambosos, he hasn't been the same in my opinion, but he's still explosive and still dangerous in the first 7 rounds, you know what I'm saying, the first 8 rounds. So I think it's a good fight. I like the fight actually because of that. Teofimo got the explosive punching power on his side and good athleticism, and Shakur has, you know, superior boxing IQ, good range, good distance. So it's great. It's good boxer versus good athlete. I think Shakur, like a lot of fights, he needs this name in order to silence a lot of the naysayers, because people talk a lot of shit about Shakur, especially after the De Los Santos fight. I don't think, you know, the Zabeda fight took it off of him, even though they tried to make it seem like, hey, you know, it should be off him at this point. I don't think that fight was the one. I think Teofimo is a name that will shut everybody up if Shakur can go down. Make it a rumble early, he got a chance to get Shakur for sure. You know what I mean? But his is gonna come from blunt force trauma, not attrition. I think Shakur is obviously the dominant of the two in regards to the class. He's in a different class, but a fight is a fight. So if Teofimo can punch you in the mouth and change that game plan, then he got a shot. But he got to do it.
This isn't a debate about who is more talented. Both are elite. It's about which philosophy survives contact. Teofimo Lopez lives in moments. He needs windows, sudden shifts, emotional spikes. Shakur Stevenson lives in minutes. He thrives when the fight settles into a rhythm only he understands. One man wants to force urgency, the other wants to make urgency optional. That's why predictions feel unstable. Even the most confident reactions stop short of guarantees. Hackett himself admitted Teofimo would need an unheard-of version of himself.
Work on the opposite. So what I hear you saying is, when you're tracking a guy down and getting out of the habit of loading up one shot, that means you got to take smaller steps and put smaller shots together. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense where Teo like to jump, you got to stop that jumping. You know what I mean? Take smaller steps, inch in behind smaller jabs, smaller right hand.
Does the best version of Teo have to come out to be Shakur?
Not just the best, it got to be the unheard of version, the version we have never seen. You know what I'm saying? It got to be different. I'm telling you, he can't approach Teo like he approached everybody else. He can't approach Shakur like he approached everybody else, and he can't approach Shakur like, you know, like, all right, I did whatever I had to do in camp. He gonna fall to me. He gonna fall to my. It don't work like that with
Not just the best version, but something fundamentally different. That's a heavy ask. At the same time, dismissing Teofimo's explosiveness would be foolish. Boxing history is filled with nights where one moment rewrote everything.